Thinking about going from a dual income household down to a single income household? Watch today's video to find out the 3 things that you should be considering. We work with many dual income households. Typically, these folks are mid-career professionals who work in demanding fields and have young children. So undoubtedly, at some point, the question will arise, should we go down to a single income household and should somebody stay home with the children? If you're thinking about this decision, here are 3 things that you can consider today. Number 1, test out the financial reality of going down to a single income. Just thinking about going to a single income may be very daunting, but if you actually crunch the numbers, we know that on the income side you're going to take a big hit. But have you really looked at your expenses? There's probably going to be a lot of saving that you didn't even think about. From the obvious ones like childcare, but to maybe to the not so obvious ones like transportation costs, one less spouse maybe commuting. You really need to do a thorough budget in order to understand what your new cash flow would look like. Even going past the budget is to try to put it into effect. But the true test is to try to put it into action. So we suggest take 2 or 3 months and try to live off of one income. It's the best way for you to get the real feel and understanding of what it's going to be like going from 2 to 1. Number 2, consider how long you will be in this single income situation. If you're a family who's thinking about having a spouse stay home from, let's say, childbirth to kindergarten, that's a lot different than someone who's thinking about having a spouse stay home from childbirth to college. You really need to consider what's the timeline around this decision. In addition, here are some questions you should be thinking about as well. How long do you want to have one parent at home and not earn income? What is our exit strategy? What happens if we need to go back to a dual income? Will the person who leaves the workforce have the ability to jump back in when needed or desired? Will there be applicable skills that need to be refreshed? Or will they be able to just literally pick up where you left off? You really need an understanding of not only what it's going to be like to go down to one income, but more importantly, how do you get back into a dual income if you need to? Number 3, don't discount the emotional side of the equation. While it may make sense and it may all work out on paper, it's hard going from an income contributing member of the family to someone who will now stay at home and won't have a paycheck to collect every 2 weeks. While again, this may be what you both agree on and what you want, don't downplay the effect that this person may not feel like they're contributing. What we suggest is even though only one spouse is bringing in money now, make sure that you each still have your own spending money to ensure that you each have your own financial freedom. To wrap up, almost every family that we work with to make this decision struggles with it. There are a lot of pros and cons to either going from 2 to 1 or staying at 2. In order to figure out what's best for you, think about your own goals and your own values and apply some of the principles that we've given you today to help you make the best decision.